Good everyone. I hope you guys have an amazing day. What I'm going to do today, I'll be starting a new series on Salesforce Data Cloud Consultant Certification. First of all, happy 2025. I've been away for a couple of months, been taking time off, spending time in Europe, visiting family, so it's been great. Um, so, what I'll do today, I'll talk about Data Cloud um, consultant exam guide, which is important. As you know, I often do that. Now, sales usually, you must be wondering, why do we need to do Salesforce Data Cloud, right? Now, Salesforce Data Cloud is a cool technology from Salesforce, I would say. Um, so the main reason uh, why Salesforce bought this technology, because just to make sure you know, you can, if I put it in a very simple term, right, I would say you can ingest the data from a different source, could be structured data or unstructured data, and bring into a data cloud and to get that 360 view of the customer, right, which is pretty cool, right? Now, it also, you know, it's based on principles of well architected framework, including the data architecture. So if you are a business who's looking to bring data from different source and you worry about there's some kind of duplications in place and you're not sure about you know data coming from different source, you could pretty much leverage data cloud to ingest the data and to make sense out of it, applying rule set and other stuff, right? So that's one of the use case, I would say. I mean, there are lots of use cases, right? Now, if you ask me, is Data Cloud a good certification? Is it a good certification? I would say, yeah, it is a great certification, right? I would highly encourage you to take AI specialist before taking Data Cloud. I mean, you need to understand some of the important concepts like grounding, LLM, prompt engineering, artificial intelligence, which is pretty much got hyped, I would say, in for the past year and a half. So there is a kind of a gold rush going on, right, in terms of AI. Now, in the past, we used to say electricity or internet, changed the way we human civilization move forward. I would say the data is a new electricity, right? Everything is around data. Businesses collect lots of data to make the business decisions, right? Now, obviously, this certification is catered for people who have some experience with the data cloud. At least I would expect you to have experience with Salesforce. If you're new to Salesforce, I will not encourage you to take this cert first, right? And also, I would highly encourage you to do some kind of hands-on before you go and take this cert. Now, let's look at some of the housekeeping rules, right? So obviously, this is it's like every other Salesforce cert, 60 multiple choice questions, 105 minutes to complete. Passing score is 62%, which is not too bad at all. You need to pay $200 to take the cert, which is 200 USD. In case if you fail for whatever reason, you can retake it by paying $100. Now, you can take exam offline or online. It's up to you, right? You can go to the Proctor Center and take it, right? For me, I personally prefer to take online. And if you're a kind of person who um, uh, prefer to go to a center, sure, it's up to you, right? Now let's look at some of the exam outliner, which is very important. So obviously, if you're looking at my screen, right, you would say these are the things which we often, well, which you need to know, right, before you go and take the cert. Data cloud overview, which is 18%. Weightage in terms as far as exam is concerned. So you need to understand data cloud functions, typical use case for data cloud, um, and also you need to understand the principles around data ethics, right? Um, then we have the data cloud setup and administrator, which is 12%. It's important to understand how to configure data cloud, right? For instance, permission sets, permission um, or org-wide settings. You also need to understand different data stream types and data bundles, and also need to understand how to create reports and dashboards and data nets and all this good stuff, right? And also you need to have some understanding of the APIs, Profile Explorer. Now coming to the data ingestion and modeling, which is 20%, as you can see, right? Data ingestion is a very important component of data cloud, and that same goes with the modeling. So obviously you need to understand different transformation capability within data cloud, because when you're getting a data, so it needs to be transformed so that the business can make sense out of it. So you need to understand that. And you also need to understand the process for data ingestion for different source and data cloud, because obviously you will be bringing data from a different source, right? So you need to know how to do that, how to configure it, and all those stuff. And also you need to know how to model the data, right? Data modeling, which is important. If you're a data architect, you understand the significance of data modeling. So yeah. Now, identity resolution is 14%, not much, but it's still very important component, I would say, as far as the exam is concerned. So you need to know how to create a rule set, matching rules, and how to apply them. And also, you need to know how to describe the result of identity resolutions, right? Then come the segmentation. Segmentation is a very important part as far as the data is concerned, right? You might have heard about segmentation from a different tech stack, perhaps, but even in the data cloud, segmentation plays a very important role. You need to know the basic concept of segmentation and use case, analyze segment membership, configure, refine, maintain segment within data cloud, and all the other stuff. I will do hands-on with all this stuff, so don't worry about it. We'll go through each and every stuff. I wanted to make sure you guys understand, and before you go and take this out, right? So we're gonna have a lot of fun, learn a lot of things, and yeah. And then the final section is act on data, 18%. So you need to understand the use case and various attributes and related attributes, dependency affecting the data cloud lifecycle, and so on, right? So this is a pretty cool certification, right? And usually I do understand, I haven't talked about much about certification last year, though I've done two courses, AI Associate and AI Specialist. So if you're interested, you can please check that out. I'll put a link in the I button. So yeah, that's pretty much I wanted to cover in this episode. And next episode, I'm gonna show you how to register for an org, because it's very important. You have the right org. So that being said, hope you guys have an amazing Monday. Adios.